Welcome to Waycross Community Media coverage of OHSAA Regional Quarterfinals. Coming to your living rooms tonight from Frederick Stadium. I'm Jake Williams, and along with my partner, Chris Meade, we have the call. Now, our Warriors did their thing last week and had answers for the Lancers. Now that election and Veterans Day are near, the Warriors' mission tonight is to come up with remedies for the Rams on their way to the mountaintop of this 2022 season. Now, I haven't seen the Rams play since the days when they would visit Tequila Sunrise Sunset Stadium with guys like the Hannon brothers in their corner. However, from what I can tell, these are not your father's Rams. And unlike LaSalle last week, this team is not just happy to be here. Chris, what are your thoughts on tonight's affair?
I think you're absolutely right. I think it's going to be a lot more competitive than last week, and rightly so. But right now, what the Warriors have to face is a unique offense in terms of the Rams. They play with two wingbacks. They have a fullback. They're going to run the ball exclusively. They're going to try and control that clock and not let the powerful Warriors offense onto the field. The challenge for the Warriors will be, can they stop the run, which so far they have proven they can this season. But this is such a unique offense I don't think they've seen before. It's just a lot more discipline in covering your man. But the Warriors have two great running backs, and as long as they don't get in penalty trouble like they did last game, they should be able to get a victory here and move on.
That's accurate assessment, like the way I got it figured too, Chris, as we see the teams getting ready to get this thing started. Now, before we go any further, we want to note that our officials for tonight's affair, the referee, Tim Baumgardner, Gary Irby, Chris Riley, Rod Proctor, Chris Samuelson. And these are the officials for tonight's contest. We also want to give props and a shout out to the chain gang of the Winton Woods Warriors. That'll be Chip Wilson, Gerald Bailey, Rick Bedford, Chris Como, Jeff Kelly, and Derek Wright. Dedicated chain crew we have for tonight's affair. Looks like the Warriors won the toss and deferred, so they'll be kicking off to the Rams here. Got a pretty brisk wind coming out of the south end zone tonight. We'll have to see if that factors into the circumstances later on. So here comes the Warriors on special teams. Dan Umba putting this ball down to serve it up to the Rams. And there it goes, and we got this game underway, and it's going to be a touchback landing in the north end zone. So the Ross Rams will come out, put it in gear, 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. Warriors on defense are number 95, Cameron Jackson, number 99, D-Lane, Massey Wright, number 58, Taryn Macklin. We'll have more after this play. Looks like the Rams are going to be penalized. First play from scrimmage.
Yeah, with this kind of offense, you're going to have a lot of motion in the backfield, and that can cause the offensive line to jump. Usually happens earlier in the year, but hostile environment like this, stakes are higher, gets a little jumpy at first.
Well, I'm sure the Rams feel like they're going to have to do everything in their power to fake the Warriors out with motion and such, but We see on this play, he's got the I formation backfield behind him. There's a give to the second man through. He gets around the tackle. He's still on his feet. Looks like he's got this ball up to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice little run right there. Get back on penalty yardage.
Other starters on the Warriors, number 15, TJ Buckman. Number 9, Q Williams. 17, Josh Thompson. Number 22, Justin Hill. Number 7, Jermaine Matthews. Number 3, Lorenzo Hudson. Number 2, Charles Johnson. And number 1, Cameron Calhoun. Under center is a Rams quarterback. He gives, got muscles up there for respectable yardage. It looks like it's going to be marked down on the Ram 27-yard line. It'll be third down.
Yeah, nice little fullback dive right there. Great job by the quarterback having the option to either keep it or give it to the fullback. Causes the defense to kind of pause and can't just rush up to the line of scrimmage.
I saw highlights of the Rams game last week against Coach Lee Johnson in the Northwest Knights. And this quarterback can throw that ball from what I can tell.
Yeah, he can throw it. They just don't throw that often. I think they've had 44 attempts the entire season.
Under center, wait for the snap. Makes the pitch, the ball's loose on the ground in the backfield, and the Warrior defenders are there to shut it all down from here.
See, that's the biggest issue with the running like a wingback system of offense. You have that chance of fumbling often because every play could be an option. Right there hurts the Rams. Great job by Winton not letting it get out of hand.
Okay, so that's going to be 4th and 9. Ross standing on their 6-yard line. Looks like the Warriors have a man camped out on his 33. He's faking this, but no, he's going to kick it. High kick, it's going to land right in front of us out of bounds. Looks like they're going to be marking it at about the Warrior 37-yard line.
Goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Great field position for the Winwood Warriors to start out.
Yeah, this is what you need.
Off to the wrong start to begin with. You had a snap that kind of just fell to the punter, and then he did the rugby style punt, which is always a challenge.
So here's the Warriors addressing their first play from scrimmage in this game. Whistle. Timeout on the Ross Rams.
Ross, their first timeout of the first half.
It'd be really interesting to see how both defenses do against the run. Obviously, we saw Winton Woods handle the run pretty well right there in the first drive by the Rams. The Rams defense has only been allowing about 47.6 yards per carry per game, which is pretty good. Probably the toughest run defense the Warriors have faced this season. But then again, the Warriors probably have the best running backs that the Rams have seen this season, so we'll just see which one wins out tonight.
Well, I'm sure the Warriors, you know, they were in somewhat this position last playoffs where this game was, they were the visitors, and, you know, they did all they could, came out with the victory. Ross Ram, I wouldn't just assume that they're just going to go away quietly into the night. Mm-hmm. From what I recall of covering their games over the years, they'll put up a fight. There's George looking to throw, and he's got this ball complete to Khalil Ollinger. Looks like about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and Khalil Ollinger's picking up where he left off last game. He had a tremendous game against LaSalle in the first playoff game, and just doing it right there again.
You're right. You're right, Chris. And that's what they need is guys like Ollinger, different ones to step up, give these defenses more to think about than just Trey Cornish. There's Cornish with the ball straight up the middle, and that's going to be a house call. Touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors.
You know, I don't think it gets much easier than that for the Winton Woods Warriors offense. Run 2 plays, score 6 points. It's pretty amazing.
Trey Cornish is in the sideline getting congrats from the coaching staff and his teammates. You see Dan Umba out there to attempt a point after. He's got a nice tailwind coming from the south end zone. We'll see what happens here. There's a snap. There's the hold. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 9:01 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 7 and the visiting Ross Rams nothing. Look at that hole.
Yeah, that's an amazing hold by offensive line. I mean, just the whole thing's just great blocking. I mean, it doesn't get much easier for Trey Cornish on that.
Yeah, they're going to have to find out some gap integrity, but I think they're just getting knocked right out of these gaps by the O-line. I think so far the O-line is holding up good.
Yeah, and that's one advantage Winton Woods does have. Their offensive line outweighs the defensive line of the Rams considerably, so they can just kind of move them out of the way at their will.
Kicking off for the Warriors, number 87, Daniel Feet for the Rams. Number 4, Jay Warren. Number 15, Ryan Caldwell.
Okay, so Dan Umba looking to put foot to this ball. Inside to fall off the tee. Brisk wind is blowing out of the south end zone. Umba sets foot to it. Squibber. It's a mad rush for this ball. Bodies everywhere.
Yeah, that up man was like a shortstop right there, just picking up right off the grass. Nice grab.
Taken down at the
See the word special teams, they know they're going to get a lot of action on a given night. So they're all ready for the hype that they got to face. And so here comes the Rams breaking the huddle.
number 3, Henry Severance.
Emmy Severance makes the give. Guys around right in, but forced out of bounds after about a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, a really nice job right there by the Rams, just blocking on the outside. So yeah, that other wing back, just see this at the very end right here. This is complete contained, just nice block, picking him up. And Jay Warren had a good 7 yards picked up right there. Or excuse me, 6 yards.
So there's going to be a 2nd and 4. Rams in the huddle. They break the huddle, come up on this ball. Whistle, timeout for the officials. There's a snap, there's a give. He pulls it out of his gut. He's down the sideline and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Looks like all the way down to the Warrior 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a really, really long read option right there to the fullback. It was almost as though it looked like it was going to be a bumbled handoff. The quarterback at the very last minute pulls it out. Look how he has 2 defenders held there. Great job by Emory Severance, recognizing that and picking up a nice chunk of yards. Warriors
Excellent job. Especially not to have a fumble the way we're having tug of war over the ball.
Yeah, like we already saw them have 1 fumble earlier in the game. Warriors defense just needs to stay disciplined. One man has to cover the fullback, one man has to cover the quarterback until they see the ball in one guy's hand.
8:20 left to go in the first quarter. Ross up on the ball. Severance got a man behind him. Turn and give to the man. No, Severance keeps it, trying to go left in now, but he can't make the edge on this one. He might have got 2 yards, but that's about it.
I almost thought he was going to break it out to the outside right there, but great job by the Warriors defense, keeping contained and making sure he didn't get anywhere.
See, on the replay, the Warriors are trying to honor the possibilities with this number 3, Emory Severance.
Second in the first quarter, Lakota West 13, Princeton 0. In the first quarter, Springboro 6, Mason 0.
Here come the Rams again on the ball, addressing the 2nd down and 7. Severance, 5'8", 160-pound sophomore quarterback for the Ross Rams. There's a turn and give. His back muscles in there. Looks like it'll be marked at about the 25-yard line.
Number 99, Delane Massey Wright, made the stop for Winton Woods. It'll be 3rd and 5. From the Winton Woods.
3rd and 5 now. This is, I saw their kicker get one through the uprights from this distance in pregame warm-ups. With the wind blowing like it is now, so we'll have to see what they come up with if they don't convert here on 3rd down. Under center, man in motion there. High backfield, high formation. There's the give, but the word defense is right there this time.
Yeah, Warriors defense is ready for that. Emory Severance looked like he tried to pull it out at the last minute. Just too late. Probably would have caused a lot more damage than good.
Absolutely, Chris, because it looks like that previous play, yeah, they did good yardage, but if they keep having this little starchy handoffs, one of them is going to end up laying on the carpet.
Yeah, and the defensive line of Winton was just penetrating the offensive line of the Rams. It's right now the Rams benefit to go to the outside more often than going up the middle.
So it's 4th and 5. Looks like the Rams are going to go for it. Just stay in the field goal attempt.
Timeout, Ross. Their 2nd timeout of the first half.
Ross is going to take timeout with 5:34 left to go in the first quarter.
Official sports medicine provider of Winton Woods. If you're a loved one or injured, trust the experts at Mercy Health to get you moving again. Society Police Credit Union or CPO, please FCU is the official credit union of Winton Woods City School District. A proud supporter of Winton Woods Athletics. COPFCCU can help you and your family members with all your banking needs. Why should you bank at COPFCU? Well, because at COPFCU, you're not just a customer, you're a member of the
So Ross Rams taking their time over there talking with Coach Collins, see what he wants to do. It's been some time before the game talking to the Ross defensive coordinator, Coach Myers. He didn't want to give away any secrets, but he's confident in his D. 4th and 5. Look at the throw. Caught. It's going to be a first down. They don't have him tackled yet. Finally, they get him down.
A little surprise right there. Their tendency is to run, but obviously went against their tendencies, caught the Warrior defense off guard. Nice little pass to their tight end.
Well, that's what Ross needs to do, have a successful passing play, get somebody involved in this action.
And Ross knows exactly what he's going to do. He's going to hold the ball as long as possible, not let that not score too quickly or get the ball back to the Warriors offense, who obviously in the last drive scored pretty quickly.
Here they go, breaking the huddle. Severance waiting to snap. Or defenders. Flag on the play. Delay of game, Ross Rams.
So that's the issue also with their strategy. It's if you take too long, your quarterback might get lost, not look at the game clock, and then all of a sudden, it's now a false start, or not false start, but obviously delay a game.
Delay a game. I'm a fan of quick counts. Just get up there, quick count. Don't give the defense a chance to get settled in and make a call. Severance looking over to Coach Cummins for his input on this play. 1st and 15. There's the fake give. And Severance makes a good gain on this play. He's down to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Lorenzo Hudson there for the Warriors had an opportunity to stop him right around the line of scrimmage, just missed that tackle on this replay. Nice job reading the play, but got to make that tackle.
13-yard line. At the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6 for the Rams.
The object for this defense is to not let the Ross Rams make a living on a play like that, though. This is where he wants to throw this ball. Oh, he gives inside. Crossbuck handoff, and he muscles down to near 1st down.
Yeah, Ross is it looks like such a basic offense where their formations look all the same, but they have little wrinkles in between each one. Like right there, they did a fade to the fullback, and then all of a sudden, handoff to the wingman.
Well, they're mixing it up. I can say that for them.
Yeah, Ross does a great job showing you a look pre-snap, and then post-snap showing you something else.
So here they are, 3:20 left to go in the 1st quarter. Ball on the 6-yard line. Turn and give, but he's not going to make anything here. The whole Warrior defense is on him. See on the replay, there was just too much penetration by the Warrior defense.
Yeah, no one was fooled on that. Linebackers did a great job shooting those gaps.
2nd down and goal from the 7.
Here comes Ross on the ball. Severance got the I formation behind him. Turn and give, round left in. Makes the first, he runs through the 1st tackle, but they get him shoved out of bounds. Looks like about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, didn't let him get to the outside. Nice job just collecting as a team on that tackle, push him out of bounds.
Okay, 3rd and goal from the 3. 2:27 left to go in the 1st quarter here. See what the Rams come up with. Man in motion. Give to the man in motion. He cuts around the tackle. He's in the end zone for touchdown. See on the replay.
You're going to see right there, T.J. Buckman had his man. That was his man to tackle. It was his responsibility. Just missed that tackle again. Warriors defense isn't doing anything bad schematically. They just got to make these tackles.
So 2:22 left to go in the 1st quarter.
Morgan Schroeder, we need to go to the visitors' concession stand. Meet with Coach Lumpkin. Very important.
It's like Sully Spencer is in to attempt this point after for Ross.
Go to the visitors' concession stand. Bring identification with you and meet Coach Lumpkin.
Snap there. The hole is down. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 2:22 left to go in the 1st quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 7 and the visiting Ross Rams 7. This is kind of going like I thought it would. I just didn't think Ross would just lay down and, quietly go into the night, as tough as the Warriors are.
No, Ross has a lot of confidence, and they should. They destroyed Northwest last week at at Northwest Stadium, and they play such a unique offense that's just so hard for defenses to prepare for on a regular basis. And the strategy of holding the ball on offense as long as possible is brilliant because Warriors offense is just so good.
Yeah, well, that shortens the game. Less opportunity for the Warriors' vaunted offense. Now we get to see the Warriors' special teams in action.
Is number 7, Jermaine Matthews Jr.
We heard Kent Shields in the other room saying it's going to be number 7, Jermaine Matthews Jr. back there to return this kick. And Ross Rams
Kicking for Ross.
may
Number
get enough
29,
of kicking to him if they kick to him. Because I'm sure he wants to pick up where he left off last week, too.
Yeah, he just wants to. He's a special talent. I mean, whenever he gets the ball in his hands, anything can happen. If I was Ross, I would try and kick away from him, just try and do a squib kick, something to not let their best player get the ball.
We'll see if Ross listens to you. There's number 29, Sully Spencer. Steps foot into this ball. High end over and kick. Matthews has it on the 3-yard line, headed north with it. Skips around some would-be tacklers. Now he's got some open field. Looks like there's a flag on the play. He's going to get it all the way down to the end zone for a house call, but unfortunately, it's probably going to go back.
Yeah, looked great. I mean, he split 2 defenders. His speed's excellent. Got to take a look at this penalty again.
We'll see what they come up with for this penalty as Warriors offense goes to take over.
Holding on the Warriors.
So the 2 holding calls on the Warriors.
That might explain why the run back was so good. Yeah, that was almost a face mask too.
Okay, so here comes the Warriors offense with Van George calling the signals. Turn and give the corners. Muscles his way in there for 2 tough yards.
Yeah, Rams were forward on that one. Great job by their defensive line and linebackers just shooting the gaps, making the tackle. Good gang tackle there.
Number 0, Trey Cornish. Picks up 1 yard on the carry. 2nd down, 9.
2nd and 9. 1:36 left to go. There's a pass out to the right flat. Khalil Ollinger stiff arms this guy. Now he's down the sideline for a perfect gain. Looks like he's got about 10 yards.
Yeah, you'll see Rams just putting all their guys in that box right now. Makes one-on-one on the outside. Khalil Ollinger, it's a speed, he's just a talent. Great stiff arm right there, fighting his man off. Finds the corner.
And it's a good thing that that guy had to be stiff-armed. Otherwise, if Ollinger didn't have to deal with him, he could have been running up the street.
Yep.
3rd and 2. Okay, here's the shift. This is where he gives. Looks like they're on it though. They got him stopped for no gain. That's number 6 with that ball. James Minor Jr.
Yeah, I couldn't tell here. James Myers ran to his own blocker. No, he just got stood up right there. Great job again by the Rams defense there, ready on this drive for the run.
Official timeout, 1:04 left to go in the first quarter here. So it looks like we have our friend Coach Lee Johnson head coach of Northwest Knights, running camera for us as part of the Waycross volunteer staff. Running camera in the north end zone.
First and 10. From the loss. From the Winton 26-yard line.
It's going to be first and 10. The chain gang gets to stepping. George looking over to the sideline to see what the play is going to be. George fakes to give the corners. Throws this ball long. Incomplete.
How was there no pass interference on that play? That was completely blatant. I mean,
Okay, so this is what they're going to have to deal with.
yeah, Tremar Harris just got pushed. I mean, just blatantly right in front of the ref.
Well, got a couple guys sitting down from us. They know what the story is.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors.
Second and 10, 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Flag on the play. So that's going to go against the Warriors.
Winton Woods, 5-yard penalty. Puts the ball on the 16-yard line. Here's the real scores in the first quarter. Lakota West, 21. Princeton, 0. In the second quarter, Mason, 7. Springboro, 6. In the first quarter, Moore, 7. St. Xavier, 0. In the second quarter, Piqua, 7. Edgewood, 0.
See what the officials are going to come up with. They seem to be in conference. They want to put this ball down ready for action. Set it down. It'll be a second and 15. There's a fake to corners. Rolling out of the backfield with the catch. That's Minor Jr. They finally get him shoved out of bounds, but not until he gets up to the Warrior 45-yard line.
Yeah, nice little wrinkle here. Fake, and then you saw the wide receiver just come streaming across. Little run. Almost an RPO sort of play right there. They had the option.
Nice stiff arm.
First and 10. Winton Woods from their own 45-yard line.
Of course, now a stiff arm like that, you got to be careful at the wrong time. Somebody be saying that was a face mask. Got the tight end shifting. There's to give the corners outside. He's got a block. He gets up to a first down yardage. Looks like he should have it.
Yeah, just excellent zone blocking on this play. Find the gap at the outside.
See, again, there's Khalil Ollinger, that perimeter blocking that the Warriors demonstrate every week. First and 10 from the Ross 45. Here's the Warrior band trying to chime up for more action from the team. Clock rolling, 25 seconds left to go. George in the pistol waiting to snap. There it is. There's a carry. Looks like about a 2-3 yard gain before he stopped.
Picks up 2 yards on the carry. Tackle made by number 42, Austin Ferris. That's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Winton Woods.
So that's going to do it for the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 7 and the visiting Ross Rams 7. This is what you need in the playoffs. You need a good fight.
Yeah, you need a good test, and everything's gonna be a cakewalk like last week. And if you're the Rams, you won the first quarter. You know, you want a tie's better than being down, obviously. And then also their plan's working, holding the ball as long as possible on offense, running nicely, and you just want to get this game to the fourth quarter. See what happened.
Yeah, you're right, and it looks like so far that's the way it's holding up for the Rams. I run into Coach R.V. Crouch before the game on the sidelines. He was the coach of Hamilton Big Blue. Over the years, Coach Crouch has been a good coach, shares his time with volunteers who come to cover his team, and I was happy to see him. See what the Warriors come up with on this 2nd down and 8 play from the Ram 38-yard line. We hear a score of Withrow losing to Kings right now, 13-7. So these two winners will face off against each other next week on a neutral site.
I believe Winton Woods played Kings in regular season. Is that correct?
Yes, he did. They beat him. I don't recall the score. Okay, so here the Warriors up on the ball, get the 2nd quarter underway.
Looks like the Rams coach have a discussion with the referees.
Coach Coleman, he's got an issue. Been over there at Ross now, I believe, for 6 years. George calls corners up next to him. Looking to throw this ball deep over the middle. Ollinger up with the catch. No, incomplete. Nearly caught.
Oh my gosh, that was such a great effort right there by Khalil Ollinger.
You see he's getting up kind of slow. That was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, just really good effort. Good jump right there. I mean, incredible jump. Unfortunately, couldn't come down with it.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 8. The officials 11:55 to go here. These delays there you go. Whistle. 3rd and 8. George looking to throw. They got him flushed out. He throws his ball and it's caught down the sideline and out to the 11-yard line before he's finally tackled by the Ross Rams.
Yeah, I think Kirsten Williams right there just found a little soft spot in that coverage. He kind of helped out his quarterback, who was in dire straits for a little bit.
That's Carlos Cox Jr. on that catch.
Yeah, excellent job by Williams, just finding that cushion between the linebackers and the safety and just sitting there.
George got the snap. Pitches, throws his ball. Ollinger with the ball. He's got defenders in front of him. Takes what he can before they shove him out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the defender there to get an open field tackle. But I think that's what Warriors are going to have to do. They're going to have to get it to the outside to their playmakers, one-on-one space, because you know the Rams are going to try and stop that running game.
You know, this is a nice concept, getting the ball to Ollinger on the flat. But I would try to get this ball to number 82, the tight end. That's Lavielle Waters.
Yeah, they are not letting Trey Corners get to the outside right here. I mean, this was a decent run, but they just took him out by his legs.
You see, the Ross defenders are just scrappy enough to stay up in their face where they're keeping ball carriers occupied, where they got to at least stiff arm them and not just run past them effortlessly.
Yeah, they're doing a great job tackling open space, just making sure it's coming together to make a team tackle as well.
Here's Cornish with the give. He runs over a would-be tackler. And they get Cornish down at the 4-yard line.
Just lowers his shoulder and delivers the boom.
Look at this. Boom. Oh.
Yeah. The cornerback Kyle Becker is there saying this is why I play cornerback. I'm not trying to make these tackles in open space.
Yeah, he don't want to do that. He can't make a living doing that all night against Drake Corner. 9:57 left to go in the half. 4th and 1, the Warriors need this first down. You got beef on the line. There's Cornish with the give, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah. You see on this replay here, but the Warriors have kind of went against their tendency. They've been going to the strong side the entire game with his 2 tight ends. This time they saw that Ross lined up more guys on that side. They had numbers on the left-hand side. Cornish just took it to the left-hand side where less guys were, which is kind of simple math. Really nice job, smart play.
You see Trey Cornish on the sideline getting glad hands from the whole staff. Dan Umba, the hold is down, that kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 9:42 left in the half, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the visiting Ross Rams 7. Looks like that was a good block thrown on that play by number 70, Jalen Gooding. Senior on the team now, Jalen Gooding, been a part of a lot of successful ball around Warrior Nation. See the Warrior band getting a chance to pump up the volume.
See what Winton Wentz does right here. Last game against LaSalle, they tried that onside kick.
They better lose that and just go ahead and kick deep. Their special team, to me, is capable. There's that squib type of kick, and it's going to roll to the 10-yard line. He gets through his hands, picks it up. Finally, the Warriors are on him, but at the 17 or 18.
Wow, that was Ross Rams just kind of escaped danger right there where you're kind of bobbling that ball. You got 11 guys screaming right at you.
Well, here comes the Warriors defense on the field.
Yeah, I figure the Rams are going to continue testing one-on-one tackling by Winwood's Warriors. That's what helped out the Rams last drive, scoring that touchdown.
High formation. There's a give to the first man through, but the Warrior defense says no. Luckily, he even got out to that point.
Tries to go around the right side.
Yeah, really interesting play design here. It looks like they did a fake to the fullback and then handed off to the wingback.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down
Again,
and
Warriors
11.
they just tackle in the backfield. You know, could have been a loss of yardage there, but again, good for the Warriors to stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's too much penetration and pursuit on that defense.
13, Edgewood, 0.
Second and 11. Fakes to give. He runs outside and picks up nice yards. We see a flag on the field.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a holding on one of those pulling offensive linemen.
Quarterback goes around the side. On Ross. In the second quarter,
I'll tell you what, though, the Emory Severance, he does a heck of a job of doing a fake and keeping it. I mean, he fooled me. I thought it was a fullback all the way.
Yeah, he certainly is a capable quarterback. And something tells me that if you give him half a chance to show you up, he will.
Yeah.
it'll be second down
I said that play I saw in last week's highlights against Northwest, that was the most beautiful thrown touchdown pass I ever saw in a high school. There he is under center. I formation behind him. Turn and give, first guy through. No, he does hold that ball and fake real good. This guy gets out to the 24-yard line for the Rams.
Again, really nice job of doing the fake right there, making and Jay Warren getting the ball. Yeah, that was a really nice design play.
3rd and 5 for the Rams.
At some point, the Rams are going to have to go back to that pass over the middle to the tight end. Here the rafters at Frederick Stadium starting to rock a little bit for this 3rd and 5 play. There's the pitch. It's frozen in the backfield now. Warrior defense is all over there.
That's just good disciplined defense. Everybody knew what man they had. One guy had the diving fullback, one guy had Emory, and then the other guys had Jay Williams.
So that's going to make it 4th and 4. 7:39 left to go in the half. Jermaine Matthews eases back to wait for this punt. He's going to stand on his 35-yard line awaiting this kick. Skips to him, shortstop play. He's going to run for it. He's gotten around a few guys. He's up the street. Looks like a first down.
Unbelievable. I mean, just that looked like it was Winton Woods all the way, you know, stopping them in the backfield. But man, that punter can run. He got
that
first
bad
down.
snap threw off the timing.
And these are the kind of things you need if you're the Rams. You know, these sort of plays that go your way during a game like this, especially going against a state champion like Winton Woods.
Exactly. The Warriors have to be very alert about letting these kind of plays come off against them. 7:15 left to go. 1st and 10 on the 42 for the Rams. There's a give, but nothing doing on that carry.
Yeah, good recognition by Winton Woods there on the fullback dive.
That's number 44, Donald Robinson, a 5'10", 220-pound freshman D lineman. You know, I was at practice the other day, yesterday, they had a team meeting, and I think a couple of those guys was trying to play hooky out of the team meeting to go to the wrestling room and practice. And if they do, that's guy number 44, he should be a wrestler. You know, 5'11", 220.
Yeah, like a block of muscle.
See what happens. Under center this time. They're rolling to the right. There's the pitch. It's caught in the backfield, and he's just able to step over the would-be tackle, or it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, you'll see right here, great job by that wingback on the outside blocking. and just good recovery and making that tackle by Winton Woods.
That's number 3, Lorenzo Hudson, making a nice tackle. So this 3rd and 5, clock moving, 5:55 left to go in the half. See the Rams break the huddle and come up on the ball. See Cam Calhoun press coverage over here to the near sideline. They're looking to throw this ball. Caught over the middle by the tight end of the Rams, where it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, again, those crossing routes by the tight ends right here, it's their number 1 passing play. Number 43 for the Rams doing a great job, just losing his man slightly, and it helps being that tall also to just reach up and grab that pass.
Yeah, that was a good D on Lorenzo Hudson, 2 plays in a row, nice D. Clock still moving, 5:10 in the half. There's Emory Severance under center. Gives, and the word defense is all over. There's a flag down. This flag's down in the neighborhood where it could be up against the Warriors.
Number 4, Charles Johnson. Number 3, Lorenzo Hudson. On the stop. Face mask penalty on the Warriors.
Yeah.
So that face mask penalty, that's going to move this ball ahead, where they're going to set it down. Looks like on the Warrior 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, just right in there. And Riley Codwell, just good, strong running for the Rams. Just keeping those legs moving.
Yeah, well, this is where if the Rams keep giving somebody the ball, handing it off. 4:32 left in the half. There's a give outside. He steps around the guy, and he got him shoved out of bounds. Looks like on the Warrior 19-yard line. We'll call it the 20.
Picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, Jay Warren just finding the outside, picking up some good yardage.
6 yards on the carry.
But you gotta give great credit to the offense for the Rams, just doing team blocking. I mean, that's the key to any sort of triple option sort of offense, just making sure everybody holds their blocks, including the receivers on the outside.
2nd and 4. Severance got the I formation behind him, gives to the second man through, and he's around right in. And he muscles for what he can get. Looks like he's down about the 15-yard line.
Carried by number 21, Mason Smith. Winton was tackled on number 99, Delane Massey Wright. It is a 1st down, Ross. Here's a score from the 2nd quarter. Kings 21. Withrow.
Yeah, you know what? The punt that got a 1st down, planned or not, really has caused the momentum to just switch. You feel it in the stadium right now. Rams fans are very excited. Winton Woods fans, large crowd came out, but not too noisy right now. Maybe a little shocked.
There's a give inside. He hits a wall, and it's turned away.
Tackle made by number 99, Delane Massey Wright.
3:34 left in the half. Again, this is that prime time where you don't want to give up some points this late in the half.
Picks up 1 yard on the run. 2nd down and 9 from the 15-yard line.
Clock still rolling. 3 minutes left to go in the half. And no, that's that where he doesn't want to cut loose of the ball, and they got him down this time. No gain.
Yeah, Justin Hill right there, linebacker for Winton Woods. Great job keeping contained, making that tackle. Good job not letting that get to the outside.
No gain on
Justin
the carry.
Hill's been playing some Super Bowl lately for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's just a smart player, just has a nose for the football. Great job fighting through a block and making a tackle.
I came to a game here a couple of weeks ago as a spectator, and boy, he had a tough game that night. Yeah, at one point they had him in the medical tent. He shoved out that medical tent, was hammered down the rest of that game. Okay, we see the Rams. There's a turn and give, trying to get wide right, but he's taken down by the Warrior defender. Who was that on that?
On the behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a great play. Fighting through his block on the outside. You saw Rams winning the block on the outside the entire drive, but right there, Winton was doing a great job fighting through the block, making that tackle, and causing a 4th and long to occur.
Yeah, because the Warriors' defense is really being beat to the outside sometimes, more often than you see anybody else beat them to the outside.
Yep, yeah, I gotta give credit to this exotic offense that you don't see a whole lot in high school sports or high school football. You only had a week to prepare for it, so definitely a challenge for Winton Woods.
You know, the Warriors should know from last year's playoff that, you know, I think they entered last year's playoffs as a 7-3 record. But, you know, state title, you don't have to be a conference champion or go undefeated to win the state title. And they should well know that.
Yeah, you just gotta get in that rhythm, get in that feel, hit that hot streak.
Looks like the Rams are going to try a field goal, knowing they got somewhat of a tailwind. 34-yard field goal they're going to attempt here. Spencer. High snap, the hold is down, that kick is up. And that kick is good.
Yeah, that was not even ambiguous. That went right through the uprights.
Yes, it did. And a lot of boost behind it. So with 1:56 left to go in the half here, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the Ross Rams 10. You know, the Warriors, they got to find a way to make up for that double holding call that took points off the board. See that? Yeah, he knocked the cover off that ball.
Yeah, he just nailed it. Winton Woods, though, their defense especially should feel pretty good about that, considering that the 4th down, turn of events, momentum was all with the Rams, and to hold them to 3 points, definitely good.
You see the officials coming over here to talk over some things with Coach Chad Murphy and his staff. Some of these Warriors, you know, before they let Ross Rams get a false sense of
Let's say
security.
personal
foul on Winton Woods.
Yeah. Not sure what happened there. Personal foul. What?
So 156. I don't know. I think Winton Woods, they could possibly try some trickery on this. I know they don't prefer the score to be this close at this point in the game.
So maybe the penalty is the defender hurdling the long snapper on the field goal. Yeah. I wonder if the Rams are asking if they can take the penalty on the kick, the point after, and go for 2 now instead of taking the 1 point.
Well, I don't think they should take points off the board to go for 2.
Yeah, just keep them. Oh, I'm yeah,
you don't take points off the board. I mean, they can, but they'd be doing Winton Woods a favor if they do.
yeah.
You see Jermaine Matthews back there waiting his kickoff again. See the Ross Rams coming out here. Sully Spencer.
If you're the Ross Rams, do you go for an onside kick here?
I don't think so. But I don't think they can score in a minute 56. See the wind blowing that ball off the tee. I think the Warriors should more.
Number 29, Sully Spencer, kicking off for Ross.
They could get a good return on this. Well, this Ross head coach is making sure that he gets his money's worth. Ross Rams still got action going on and confusion on his sideline. Well, we got mass confusion, but it looks like the defense, the Warrior defense, is going back out on the field.
They're taking away the field goal. The score is
They're going to take 3 points off the board and try to get a touchdown.
Yeah, and they get 1st and 10. That's a major penalty.
So this. Well, this play is going to have a lot to do with mighty momentum for the second half of this game. See what the Ross Rams come up with. It's going to keep. Severance keeps the ball, and he's muscling, and he's still near the goal line, and they're calling it a touchdown. Touchdown for the Ross Rams.
touchdown, Ross.
Wow, that Emery again finding that opening, just pushing into the end zone, using that force and that blockers in front of him to get in.
Again, this is further to say that Rams, they're not just happy to be here like the fact it was last week.
Exactly, they're not happy. They're a formidable opponent, and also the Warriors are again hurting themselves by their own penalties, like they did against LaSalle.
Yeah. There's a snap. Hole is down, and that kick is good. So with 1:51 left to go in the half here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Warriors 14 and the visiting Ross Rams 14.
Yeah, Emery Severance it's just pure effort, just fighting through and reaching the pylon, breaking the plane.
I'll tell you, my dad used to call me the last of the Mohicans. Now me, and James Fenimore Cooper might not get there with these guys, but to me, life with the Warriors has been good this season so far. And as long as enough Warriors deputize themselves every week from here on, and I don't mean Roscoe P. Coltrane and Cletus in futile pursuit of Ram power, it's no stretch to see another trip to Canton-Ohio for the coaches and these guys.
Number 29, Sully Spencer in to kick off for the Rams. Deep for the Warriors, number 7.
151, so here comes his kickoff again. Mighty momentum could be at work here. High kick, and it's going to reach the north end zone.
Wow. Yeah, that kicker for the Rams has a heck of a leg.
Yes, he does. And, you know, like you can see that flag in the south end zone. It's straight tailwind for anybody kicking through the north end zone uprights.
Well, Winton Woods right here could double dip. You know, they could go down, score, go into halftime, then they get the ball back to start the half. Really good opportunity for them to take a lead.
Exactly, and they need to figure out a way to get the foot on these guys' throat. There's Calhoun with the catch. He's still on his feet. Finally gets up to about the 29-yard line.
Looks like another penalty maybe, holding.
That holding penalty, costly. So the officials march this ball back, where the Warriors will put this thing in gear on their 10-yard line. George got this ball complete. Left flat, still on his feet. Nice game. Looks like they got him finally down at about the 21-yard line.
I like the play calling on this drive. They're going basically they're essentially going with runs through passes, getting the playmakers on the outside. Good block by Jermaine Matthews right there.
Pick up a 12 on the play. Second down and
That's Traymar Harris picking up 12 yards. George, he's going to have to run. He gets out of bounds after picking up a first down. He got hit hard out of bounds, but I don't see no flag.
Great job getting out of bounds on that play. Just take what the defense gave him right there, recognizing that he's a linebacker for dropping back. Good job getting out of bounds, knowing where the marker is and stopping the clock.
Clock stopped at exactly 1 minute.
Ball placed on the 32-yard line. First and 10, Warriors.
Well, if the Warriors are serious about scoring before half, they're going to have to put this ball up in the air. There's George, straight drop. He runs out of the pocket, still on his feet. Now there's a flag. They finally get him down about the 43-yard line, but this is a signal against the Warriors.
42-yard line, penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, these negative plays are just killing this drive.
On Winton Woods.
On the replay where
Yeah. So it's on number 73. Got a little bit too much of the jersey of his defender.
52.8 seconds left to go in the half.
First down and 19 for the Warriors.
First and 19. Matthews with the grab. He's up the sideline. He's still on his feet. They get him finally down at about the 35-yard line. Clock stopped at 33.8 seconds.
Timeout, Warriors. Their second timeout of the first half. Will be placed on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Jermaine Matthews, just great speed and great fighting through those tacklers. Excellent job.
Yeah, they're going to have to take turns. Somebody else is going to have to do the same thing he just did.
Dakota West 27, Princeton 0. At halftime, Wyoming 14, Shawnee 0. At halftime, Elder 17, Milford 0. At halftime, Springboro 12, Mason 7. At halftime, Pickwick 14, Edgewood 7. In the second quarter, Kings 28, Withrow 7.
Okay, so here come the Ross Rams. Defense. Looking at this 2nd and 7. George has a snap. Complete out in the flat. He makes a man miss, but the rest of the Ross defenders are there. Clock rolling down to 26.1 seconds.
Yeah, just dangerous going the screen passes, being able a lot of time because they get tackled in open space like they did there. Clock's going to run. And you pointed to it a little bit earlier. They got to, if they want to score in this drive, they got to throw it through the air. They got to do vertical passing, and they're going to have to do it here if they want to score.
With this 3rd and 4, you know, they're going to have to decide if they want to actually score, get in field goal range, or just, you know, take a knee and go to the locker room.
Exactly, and if you're the Rams, you're just gonna, what you're gonna do is just protect the boundaries, not let anything get to the boundaries, funnel everything to the inside, and try and go into his locker room tied up.
They go in the locker room, they get with the coaches, and get their halftime speech, and they hopefully come out here in the second half doing what needs to be done.
Tell you what, though, I would not want to be in Winton's locker room at halftime during this game.
No. Okay, so here's George looking to throw this ball deep over the middle. It's caught. Number 84 with the grab. He's still on his feet. Down the far sideline. Makes a man miss. And that's the house call. Touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Holy cow. Great route, great pass. And that's exactly what we discussed. They had to go vertical passing, and right there it happened. Got him in stride, found the outside, and I think he was trying to run out of bounds, but then realized there's no defender in his way. I'm just going to take it to the house.
That's right. This is what the Warriors need. No flags on the field. See Dan Umba in for this important extra point. The hole is down, and that kick is up, and that kick is good. So, with 16.6 seconds left to go in the half here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 21 and the Ross Rams 14. Nice pocket.
Yeah, excellent deep crossing route. The guy was playing off of wide receiver a little bit, even though he had safety help. Just nothing but green grass after that.
That's number 84, Javion Bostic on the grab. 6'4", 175-pound wide receiver.
6'4", Van George really just has to throw it up there and let his taller receiver do the work.
Yeah. You look at all the Winton Woods receivers, they got some capable wide receivers.
Oh, yeah, very athletic. I mean, we saw earlier the drop by Ollinger, but a heck of a jump he tried making. I mean, these guys are very athletic, and they'll go up for the ball.
That's right. Dan Umba sets foot to it. It's going to be picked up on the 14-yard line by the Rams. He's still on his feet to the 38. Now the Warriors special teams strip the ball. 6.7 seconds left to go. And we don't know for sure, but it looked like a good strip.
Yeah, it looked like an excellent strip. I haven't seen a strip like that since Maurice Claret in the 2002 National Championship game.
First down,
We go
Ross.
way back.
From the Oilers 30-yard line.
It looked like a good strip to me, but I guess they're calling us forward progress is down.
Well, that 6.7 seconds left to go. They'll go in the locker room and get this sorted out. The Warrior coaching staff, you know, has some issues they got to get straight with these players. So here we are, no time left in the first half from Frederick Stadium. We have a score. Your Winton was 21, and the visiting Ross Rams 14. Waycross Community Media will be back with more after halftime.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Tonight we open with trumpet soloist Surrender Bandari with the Carl Douglason Kung Fu Fighting. popular funk band in the 1970s and 80s. Here's their big hit, Word Up! One of the most famous songs from the punk era. Here's Parliament, Aaron Lewis on the sucker. Give up the funk. What is a punk show without Earth, Wind, and Fire? Trombone soloist Derek Neva kicks off our closer with September. Let's keep the party going with One Republic's Counting Stars. Bring it in. Pitbulls. Fireball.
We hope to see a marked improvement from the Warriors' first half play. Only the strong survive, and the Warriors need to explain in no uncertain terms to the Rams that they won't be making it to the mountaintop this year. However, the Warriors need to keep Laundry out of sight. Now, Chris Meade, what observations do you have to share with the Warrior Nation for the second half of this ball game?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. Winton Woods just clean up its play. When they have a fourth down opportunity like they did at the end of the second half where they committed the penalty by hurling over the long snapper, that was kind of a change of events right there. Next play, Rams make a touchdown, get right back into this game. We saw it earlier in the LaSalle game, too, where they kept having penalties, and it's kind of haunting them here as well. We saw in the last drive by Winton Woods' offense, they did score a touchdown, but there was a lot of holding penalties in that drive. If it wasn't for that great pass by Van George and the great reception, we might be just going into half tied up. What I would say, though, is that they've seen the Rams' offense, the unorthodox offense, one half, and they probably made corrections in that locker room and can come out playing better. Schematically, they're playing great. They have the right setups when they're playing defense against the Rams. The problem is they're just missing tackles, and we're seeing that routinely. Make those tackles, or at least try and get some gang tackles going, slow the guy down. You have a great opportunity. And then the running game itself has been a little bit off. Cornish is being the ball a lot, and his average looks great. It's 10 yards a carry, but one of those runs was that long 40-yard run he had. I think you're going to see them, the Winwoods need to test the Rams in the air more. You saw that a little bit at the end of the second half. Go vertical, test these safeties, make them uncomfortable, and that will force their linebackers to play off, and that will open the running game, hopefully.
You know, I agree with your assessment, Chris. Very thorough assessment, accurate. You know, I think the Warriors need to find their receivers more. Give these Ross Rams more to think about. But certainly the way the body language of the Ross Rams coming out here to start the second half is that we can beat you guys. You know, so we're going to have a tight second half here.
Absolutely, and I think this drive right here is going to be a crucial drive to set up the whole game. I mean, you have an opportunity if you're Winton Woods to go up by 2 scores. If you're the Rams, you have an opportunity to hold them and tie the game up.
So there we have it in a nutshell. That's Waycross Community Media in your homes and living rooms as the Ross Rams get ready to kick it over to the Warriors. That's Sully Spencer putting his foot in it. This ball's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline.
On the kick.
So we see the Warriors offense takes the field. Their starters, number 5, Traymar Harris. Number 11, Khalil Ollinger. Number 75, Henry Johnson. Number 72, Darian Fanon. Number 70, Jalen Gooding, senior, leader of the offense. Number 55, Dan Oberol. Number 73, Raphael Green, and we'll have more when they finish this play. George gives inside the corner, sees around left end, and good to play by the Ross defender to stop that cold.
And we've been talking about that Rams run defense today. Again, right here you'll see that the Winton Woods are just, the Rams are just stringing out this run as far as they can to the boundary, and then just make a hit.
That's number 15 for Ross on that tackle. That's Raleigh Caldwell. Here come the Warriors, 2nd and 12. George gives the corner straight ahead. Looks like he picks up and muscles in there for about 4 or 5 yards.
Good little run right there, right up the middle of the interior of that line, the strength of their offense. Really good run by James Minor.
Picks up about 6 yards on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Let's see if they test it through the air right here. It'd be an obvious passing situation, but I just think the Winton Woods outside receivers are just so good.
And they could protect. It looks like they got him stuffed for about maybe a 2-yard gain, if that. That's number 6, James Minor, the junior.
Placed on the 43-yard line. Timeout.
You see that tailwind out of the south end zone is picking up even more. It's going to be 4th and 2, and the Warriors are going to bring their punting team out. Ross will send a man back to receive this kick on the Ross 26-yard line. There's his kick. High kick. Fair catch signal. And made at the 15-yard line of the Ross Rams.
And the Ross Rams, they could not script it any better coming out for the second half. You know, stopping, making the Warriors go 3 and out.
Yeah, I'm sure that
Opportunity here to tie the game up.
The Warrior defense come out on the field. That's number 95, Cameron Jackson. Number 99, D-Lane Massey Wright. That's a sophomore. Number 58, Taryn Macklin, D lineman. Number 15, linebacker, TJ Bookman. We'll give you more after this play. There's the pitch. Jermaine Matthews keeps it inside, and he has help coming. Now we got possible. Fortunately, there was nothing, you know, reflecting the fisticuffs or the extracurriculars that.
Yeah, I mean, just look at this pursuit on the outside by those safeties and linebackers coming in, making that tackle. Great job stringing that run out, not letting him get to the outside, not letting him keep him contained. And you're seeing the pursuit a little bit more persistent right now from Winton Woods, which you didn't really see a whole lot in the first half. You kind of figure that was from the halftime speech, maybe.
We'll see what kind of mileage the coaches get from that. There's a give and picks up about 2 grudging yards. Where it'll be 3rd down. Third and 7, 8:55 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Doesn't seem like Ross is going to allow any of the pressure to cause him to send this guy looking to throw the ball. Because again, I'm sure he's aware if he starts throwing his ball that it could be caught by a Warrior defender.
Yeah, you got to figure that one passing play they've been really successful on is that crossing tight end.
But the Warriors, they got the answer for that crossing pattern with the tight end. You know.
On the 13-yard line. 3rd down and 12. There's some scores at the half. Kings 42, Withrow 14.
There's a give. Fakes the give. He's still on his feet, but he's hammered.
Ball carrier was number 3, Emery Severance, the quarterback.
Yeah, you'll see here that the safety just kept his eyes on Emery. He knew his man to cover in this situation. Number 3 didn't leave his eyes off it. Look, Cameron Calhoun come in, number 9 come in.
Calhoun, yes.
Jermaine Matthews just coming in there and stopping the whole play.
That's going to make it 3rd and 12. Or that's going to make it 4th and 12. So Rams going to be punting from the shadow of their end zone. Skips it off the ground. His kick is blocked. It's going to make a Warrior bounce too, and rolling back to the 23-yard line where a Ross Ram slapped it into the hands of number 2 for the Warriors.
Wow, that pursuit, but you knew it was happening this entire game. They began pressure on the punter the entire game, and finally it paid home right there by getting a hand on it. Great field position for the Winton Woods offense.
Yeah, we see, like you said, the pressure finally caught up to these Ross Rams. And we see here where it looks like number 2, Charles Johnson, is a beneficiary of getting that ball slapped right to him. So the Warriors are going to take over 1st and 10 on the Ram 20-yard line. George waiting to snap. He's got Cornice behind him. Fakes to give the Cornice. Pulls it out of his gut, throws it incomplete to Draymar Harris in the left flat.
Yeah, he had Harris in left flat, just a little low, a little away. Kind of rushed it a bit, that pass.
On the coverage for the Rams, number 15, Riley Caldwell. There's some more scores in the 3rd quarter. Wyoming 21, Shawnee 0. In the 3rd quarter, Elder 24, Milford 0. In the 3rd quarter.
There's George completes this ball. Khalil Ollinger turns and makes it down to about the 11-yard line.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Almost a 1st down there. Great job. And I like how they're using that short passing attack. You know, not even going with screens. They're going with positive yards vertically in the air. Trying to get those testing those Ross corners who have not really been tested a whole lot this game.
3rd and 1. There's Cornice with the carry, but they're on him.
Trey Cornice staying in line.
going to be short of a first down.
Initial stop looks like it
Yeah,
is
that is a
short.
staunch defense by the Rams. I mean, there's their defensive tackles, defensive ends, everybody colliding in on that interior of the line.
It'll be fourth down and less than a yard.
But this Rams team, this is the blueprint of what you want to bring to the playoffs. You know, last week against the Northwest Knights, they were able to come back in big time. Now this week, they're showing all reason in the world why they need proper respect. And the Warriors are stopped on that 4th and 1, and the Rams will take over on downs.
Yeah, I mean, look how the linebacker, linebacker, everybody just comes right through. 33 comes right through. 44 comes right through. It's almost like they went unblocked. The whole offensive line went to the left. I think the whole play was supposed to go to the left, leaving that side unblocked. Just the pursuit was amazing by the Rams defense. Got hand to the Rams there. Rams defense, they were stuck in a really bad position with that block punt. When it was up with no points.
They come up with a good win. I wonder why the Warriors didn't decide to try for 3 points. Pitch. Makes a move, but Cameron Calhoun is there, not being faked out whatsoever, along with help from Mr. Hill, Justin Hill.
I don't want to speak too soon, but you're seeing a different intensity from the Winton's defense these past 2 drives. You know, you're seeing linebackers fly the ball faster. You're seeing the corners fight their blocks against the wide receivers a little bit harder. Just really great effort coming out in the second half for Winton's defense.
That's right. The Warrior defense has to make sure they make their presence known. And there's a give inside. He's through the first line defenders. All the way up to the Warrior 30-yard line. Excuse me, the Ram 30-yard line. Big pickup on the carry.
Yeah, and it all started with Emery Severance's fake right there. Everybody went after him, thinking he'll keep it. And it went to Warren.
It's going to be 1st and 10, clock running down to 5:04. Severance, under center, I formation behind him. Here he goes, they got him stopped again. You know, they need a smoother handoff. That might have worked once or twice, but see here that on the replay that
yeah, TJ Buckman just getting in there and ending that play before he even got started.
clock running, 4:19. Raptors starting to shake. Severance looks over to Coach Common for some advice. He's back under center. Trying to roll to the left. Pitches, and they're in the backfield on this.
This is tremendous defense on this sort of offense. Everybody had their man, everybody stayed with their man, and everybody made the tackle they needed to make. Jermaine Matthews made that play right there. Not losing a tane, understanding that his pitch man's still there, and making that solo tackle, which we saw them miss considered a lot in the first half.
I think the Warriors know that they're in a battle tonight with these Ross Rams. But the only Rams that these Warriors got any regard for are Ram trucks. Okay, Raptors rocking again. Severance, straight drop. He's looking to throw. This ball is incomplete. Looks like his receiver is going to be down. Official timeout for this injury. 3:14 left in the third quarter.
And the Warriors were ready for that throw. They knew the hot route on that play. They've seen it twice already. This time they ended it.
That's what they got to do. At some point, act like they did their homework and put the stops to that. You know, Kent Chills is in the next room. According to what he's saying, Kings is having very little difficulty against Withrow.
Friday Fuel sponsorships. Winton Woods football parents. Nazar Williams. Olive Garden Fairfield location. Park Place Restaurant.
We see our colleague Ben Quackenbush patrolling the sidelines down there by the Warriors. Of course, he graduated from the Warriors 2 years ago now.
Location, our children, our future. Group Home, Morrison and Turner's Home Care Entrepreneurship Academy. Charlie's Sweet Cheesesteaks and Wings in Coleraine.
Some of these scores I'm hearing. Dakota West, big over Princeton.
And Coca-Cola. Thank you for providing the fuel that Winton has needed this entire season.
Okay, so here's Rams offense. Special teams out there dressed as 4th and 15. Ray Matthews Jr. standing on his 37-yard line. The kick is not going to do it this time. It's going to go out of bounds near the 28-yard line of the Rams.
I think it was just a shank. I don't think anybody got a hand on it.
Oh yeah, it was just a shank. See where they locate this ball. This is where the Warriors, they can't let this opportunity get away. They have to come up with some kind of points here, or else otherwise they're waiting on the Rams.
Yeah, I think they've had great success going with the short passes to the outside. I'd like to see them go back to that right here.
I'd like to see them throw the ball to their tight end. That's number 82, LaVia Waters.
Number 26, Tyler Goodman.
Yeah, the Rams are just great at stopping the run. I think they got to go either do a bubble screen to the outside they have been, or try and go for the short passes like the tight ends like you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, we saw this guy, this tight end, and, you know, once he catches the ball, he's a monster.
And he's so tall too. I mean, he can box guys out. He can make his own space.
There's a give. Corners can't get anything. Warrior defense, the Ram defense has just swallowed them up in a big gang tackle there. And I don't think these Ram defenders got enough concern that the Warriors may throw the ball.
Yeah, they're stacking the box. I mean,
I see Khalil Ollinger now man stepping across the other side of the line of scrimmage from him. George looking to throw this ball. Incomplete. Lost defender. Able to 4th and 9 now. This time, they gotta go for this one. This is a little bit long.
yeah, Van George's delivery was just a little slow, but it was gonna be a tough to get to the marker anyhow if he made that catch.
See here, they're not going. They're going to go for it again on 4th and 9. George rolling to his left, throws his ball. It's intercepted by the Rams.
Pass is intercepted. Interception by number 15, Riley Caldwell.
Yeah, Riley Caldwell making that interception. It's almost like Van George stared down the receiver he was wanting to go to the entire time. He had the tight end soft right there in coverage. Yeah, he just threw it right at Riley Caldwell.
1:43 left to go in the third quarter. I don't know for sure what Dan Umba's range is, but, you know, 3 points would have looked big there. Have to see how the Warrior defense whistle on the play. Ross timeout. They're going to talk this thing over. Again, you can tell Ross has the body language of, hey, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, if you're the Warriors offense, man, you've been gifted yardage. You've been gifted great position, field position. Just gotta convert when you give you the opportunities.
Yeah, the games I've seen the Warriors play this year on defense, there seems to be one play in every game I've seen them where they had just a lapse and someone scores a big touchdown or a long gain on them. And so they have to get this lead better than the 7 points that it is.
Yeah.
Just play this game. I don't know if they have any idea what's going on in the scoreboard around the county. It's under center now. Emery Severance rolling to his left. He pitches. And Dan Hill has him down in the backfield. Nice play.
Yeah, that was a really good tackle by Hill right there. I mean, just it looked like he was going to get to the outside, the running back. Yeah, 22 just did a great job holding onto that jersey and bringing him down.
We will announce it at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Here comes the Rams back up on this ball. 2nd and 10. 1:06 left to go in the third quarter. Here's the crossbar give, but he runs into the hammer out there. Dan Hill once again on that stop.
It's up 1 yard.
Yeah, Dan Hill is just great discipline. You know, staying in position, being ready. Look at that. Understand that there are tendencies to bounce it out to the outside, keep it contained.
And that's what you need now on defense if you're the Warriors. You just need everybody to maintain gaps. No one tries to be no extracurricular hero as the clock rolls down to 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 7. There's the pitch. Looks like he's going to be hemmed in. Nice tackle made by Dan Hill once again. No, that's number 3 on that tackle. That's Lorenzo Hudson.
Yeah, Lorenzo Hudson. And you'll see right here, look how he just comes right up. The safety comes right up, meets the running back in the backfield, doesn't let him get anywhere. It's just a completely different defense right now. Just their intensity is so much more than we saw in the first half. They're doing everything right. They're staying disciplined. They're making tackles, and they're the ones making contact, not waiting for the contact to come to them.
And like he stopped the guy, he had to stop completely to try to change course. And once you do that, you're not going to outrun the Warrior defender to get another head of steam.
No, yeah, it's just marvelous defense, and they're really just picture perfect defense against a triple option.
So at the end of 3 quarters of play here at Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 21 and the visiting Ross Rams 14. So this is one more quarter of play. And after this, hopefully, they will be going on a long road trip for the rest of the season. No matter who wins these games this week, to get to the mountaintop they want to be on, they're going to have to be on a long road trip. And that's before they even head to Canton.
Ross is in punt formation. Deep for the Warriors, number 7, Jermaine Matthews Jr.
Okay, so Jermaine Matthews Jr. camped out on his 42-yard line awaiting his punt. That's a false start the way it looks.
Penalty flag on the play.
And they're going to call it against the Rams.
False start on Ross. 5-yard penalty to place the ball on the 15-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 12.
So Ross is going to try this again from their 15-yard line. And the kick is low. Taking a bounce, get away from it. Matthews picks it up. And now he's running to the near side, but they got him hemmed in. It looks like tackled on his 36-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little dangerous by Jermaine Matthews. I thought he was going to let it go, but he picked it up off the hop. Luckily, he didn't juggle it.
Definitely dangerous. That's almost some desperation. Right now, the Warriors shouldn't have that desperation. They're still up by a touchdown in this game. We'll have to see who's going to deputize themselves. I think the Warriors probably line up like they want to run this ball. There's Traymar Harris with the catch, and he's on his feet. Nice gain. Looks like they got him down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, they had numbers, Winton Woods today. More guys lined up on that right-hand side than Ross had. And just a little screen. You know, see the blockers get right out there. Number 5 did a great job running down the field.
So that's going to be 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Coach Murphy nervously pacing the sidelines.
Get your split the pot tickets. Women's basketball selling split the pot tickets.
George with the snap. He gives it to Cornish. He runs around left end, but the Ross defenders are there. No gain.
Yeah, look at this Look at this linebacker just cut right through the hole and get Cornish in the backfield. Yeah, 44 just comes right in, gets him out of the legs. Good pursuit by this Ross defense.
Yeah, this Ross Rams team has really shown up to play. Looks like the Warriors have got a bunch formation here. George throwing his ball. Traymar Harris with the grab. He cuts around a few would-be tacklers, and now he's got another 1st down into Ross territory on their 43-yard line.
Taken down by number 44. Bryson Baskin. First down, Winton.
The Warriors trips left. Okay, now they got that punch on the left. George with the snap. Cornish with the carry. He's in there for about a 6-yard gain.
On the run.
Yeah, it's a nice little run right there. 1st down, 2nd and 5 now, manageable.
This is where the Warriors now got to run this clock.
Concession stand has
Clock rolling down to 9:57 left in the game.
$1 off. Hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, $1 off while they last.
George trips left. He looks like he's going to throw up to the top of the screen there. Balls knocked out, nearly intercepted.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that was just another. He's just reading his receiver a little bit too much, making it easy for the defense just to follow his eyes.
Nothing.
Almost a pick
In
right
the
there.
3rd quarter, it's Lakota West 32, Princeton 0. In the 4th quarter, Wyoming 28.
Yeah, this is where
0.
Winton Woods, they should be throwing to their tight end.
Quarter, Springboro 19.
This guy number 82.
Mason 14.
Veal Waters,
Down and 5.
3rd and 5. You got good yardage on this play. There's LaVille Waters with the grab.
And just like you called it, get to the tight end, get him 1st down. Great play. It's again a little fake, and then Van George runs to his right, and the tight end just kind of slips out into the flat, dumps it right off to him.
Yeah, the Warriors, they don't want to let this drive get away.
Balls at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10.
See, Warrior Nation is kind of a little bit edgy about the way this is going so far. They're pretty quiet. George gives the Cornish. Cornish puts his foot down and goes north with the ball.
Some more scores in the fourth quarter. Pickett and Edgewood tied 14.
Second and 5.
This offensive line now is getting a little bit of a push. You know, just nice little runs, 5 yards on first down. That's what you want. And it looks like they're kind of mollifying the defensive line of the Rams.
Fake pass is complete over here to the right flat.
Really good pass by Van George. Gets to the outside shoulder of Williams. So the only guy who can make a catch is Williams. Away from that defender. Just great pass right there.
8:48 left to go in the game. George got Cornish back there. Gives to him. Straight north with the ball. Makes it inside the 10-yard line. Close to a first down.
Yeah, Trey Cornish just fall right behind Waters, lead blocker, little tight end help there. Great little run.
Nice run. See, there needs to be just more of that. First and goal from the 8. Cornish with the carry, runs straight north with the ball. Touchdown for the Winton Warriors.
Yeah, really nice run right there. Just fall right behind his offensive line. Offensive line winning the battle this entire drive. That's the story of it. And Trey Cornish just making it look easy, walking right to the end zone.
That's what they need to have. We see Jalen Goody. Nice fierce block he's putting on this guy. Dan Umba in for the point after. The hole is down, the kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 8:16 left to go in the game here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score for Winton Woods Warriors 28 and the visiting Ross Rams 14.
And right now, Ross has to rush his offense. They have to score quickly because they're down by 2. It took them 17 minutes in the first half just to score 2 touchdowns. They have to score 2 touchdowns in 8 minutes. That's not their DNA as an offense. Plays into Winton with his hands.
Well, they're going to have to score quickly, but I don't know if this guy can be afforded the protection that he needs to throw anything other than that slant over the middle. And now this is where the Warrior defense, you know, can pin their ears back, sit back and wait to maybe make an interception.
Number 87, Dan Umba, able to kick the extra point. He did. Kicking off.
You know, we definitely this week have to again commend our volunteer staff who come to these games and do the best they can, which is good enough. As we see Dan Umba stick foot into this ball, and this ball is going to roll out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds. Ross.
See the Warriors defense heading out on the field.
From the 35-yard
It's
line.
Q Williams, Dan Hill leading in charge of the defenders out there. You can tell the Warrior band feels a little bit more at ease, pumping the volume up again.
Yeah, there's a little bit more culminating exhale coming from the crowd right now.
That's right. And every game doesn't have to be easy, as long as the Warriors come out in a victory. There's a fake inside, and they got this quarterback hemmed in, and he's going to be tackled for no gain.
By Dan Hill again. That man is everywhere tonight.
Right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Second down and 10 for the Rams.
Clock moving on the 2nd and 10. Down to 7:45 left in the affair. This guy muscles in there for about a yard pickup. That's about it.
Number 7 picks up 1 yard. Tackle made by number 44. Number 22, Justin Hill. Gain of 1 on the carry.
This Justin Hill, he's taking over the game for the Warrior defense in the second half. Here come the Rams as they come up on the ball. 7 minutes left to go in the game.
Looks like they're in shotgun for the first time tonight.
And roll left, Severance throws his ball, and it's going to be over the hands of his intended wide receiver.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, just a little bit outside of Jay Warren. He has man beat on that route.
Okay, we see a flag. What's this laundry about? It's against Winton Woods.
Penalty will result in the ball being placed on the Winton Woods.
That's a 16 yard. Now this ball is marked in Winton Woods Warrior territory on the 49-yard line. Rams break the huddle. Under center. Severance looking to throw this ball deep over the middle. Incomplete. Over the hands of his intended receiver.
Yeah, and Winton's defender was right there, step with Jay Warren.
I see Winton Woods defenders with their hands, palms facing the sky. There's a flag. Call a personal foul on the Warriors.
I don't know what the. I mean, that's a 30-yard swing right there. 2 15-yard penalties.
That's going to march this ball down to the Warrior 34-yard line, 1st and 10. High formation backfield. Severance turns, gives the second man through. He's around right in where he's stuffed. Looks like the ball's out. Warriors eats the Warrior ball. Recovering that fumble with 6:36 left to go in the game.
Yeah, just got in there. Great job stopping the run, stopping the runner, and just punching the ball out, fighting for it, not giving up, getting the crowd back into this game.
As far as the crowd back in the game, provided they win tonight, next week, the week after that, so on from there, the crowd is going to have to come and follow their nation. These are all road games from here on. We see the Calhoun family down in front of us. Straight drop by George, throwing his ball deep down the far sideline, incomplete.
Pass intended for number 5, Tremar
Yeah, I mean, they're up by 2 scores here. Just got to kind of wonder why they're not trying to run the ball a little bit. They had really good success on that last drive, getting 5 yards average.
I agree with you, Chris.
31-yard line.
You know, they may not have Nick Chubb to hand the ball to. Oh,
Yeah, Trey Corners and James Minor, they're pretty good.
they're pretty good.
Yeah.
George looking to throw again. This ball's complete over there in the left flat. He's still on his feet, busting tackles. They finally get him down near first down.
Pass is complete to the 41-yard line. First down, Winton Woods.
They're calling that a first down for the Warriors. Well, one thing, the chain gang here hardly ever has to go out on the field for a measurement. Here's George waiting to snap. Gives it to Cornish. He's looking for a spot, but they got him hemmed in. No gain on the play. Clock running, 5:40 left to go in the game.
No gain on the run. Second and 10.
And nice little catch there by Williams to the outside. A little high by Van George, but good pitch and catch.
Number 5, Traymar Harris.
Well, Van George, he's going to have to carry this team on his shoulders. Not carry the team necessarily, but he's going to have to be the leader. Signal call.
3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6. Oh, looks like he wants to try to throw to maintain this first down. George rolling to his right. He's being chased. Throws his ball. Caught over the middle. Breaks a few tackles. He's on his feet. Still on his feet. And that's Traymar Harris with the house ball touchdown.
Wow. What a gunslinger Van George is. I mean, Traymar Harris was at first covered by about 4 guys in the vicinity of that catch. Made the catch and then just outran everybody. It was a track meet at that point.
And it's good that the Warriors can find ways to throw passes to get this ball down the field.
Yep, that's exactly right. Stretching out this offense, getting vertical passing going.
See Dan Uba out here to attempt to point after. There's a snap, the hold is down, and the kick is up. That kick is no good. So, with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 34 and the Ross Rams 14. Yeah, that has to feel good. The Warriors' future opponents need to see different guys can do things.
Yeah, especially this game. You saw the Warriors had to run the ball. Obviously, that's their first choice of scoring, and the Rams did an excellent job. Their DNA's to stop the run. They stopped the run, and they forced Van George to put the ball in his hands, make a play, and he has been. I mean, that's 2 passing touchdowns. Yeah.
Yep. No, I can, as long as George can do the thing when they call upon him, that's cool with me. Don't have to be cool with me, but I'm digging it. I'm loving every minute of it. Oh, well. So here come the Warriors. Kick this ball off.
Number 87, Dan Umbra, set to kick off.
Still don't want to give these guys anything else to take back on the bus to Ross.
Jay Ward, number 15, Riley Caldwell.
Picked up on the 20, straight ahead. Now the Warriors got him forced outside where they get him down on about the 27-yard line.
Penalty flag on the field.
Penalty on the field. Got the crowd now. Warrior Nation clapping. You can tell that they're happy. Some of them heading for the exits.
Smith the puck winner has just turned in his ticket. $258 he gets. Congratulations.
It looks like a personal foul on Winton Woods.
Ball placed on the 42-yard line. First and 10, Ross. Number 4, Jay Warren goes around the right side. Picks up about 6 yards on the carry. Placed on the 47-yard line, a gain of 5. Second down and 5.
Great drop. We're defense in on him over everybody's head, incomplete.
Yeah, just good rush by Winton Woods. He kind of threw it off his back foot right there, sailed on him.
Now with November here, we don't know what kind of weather. They've had good weather to practice in this week. We don't know what the weather is going to be this coming week.
Yeah, you never know. It's always a guessing game with November.
November, yep. That wind always, of course, now looks like the wind is calmed down. There's Severance trying to get outside. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet in the Warrior territory at the 45, 46-yard line.
Severance takes the ball into Winton's territory. First and 10, Lamb. From the Winton Woods, 46-yard line.
You know, I see where the Ross Rams in their division over there, they could be a force for years to come.
Yeah, them in Edgewood, and then Northwest, they're pretty good as well.
Rolling to his right, and he is hammered down.
And Hill again, just making himself known. It seems like every single drive he's making a play for Winton Woods. But yeah, at that point you kind of figure that you gotta throw it there. It took too long to develop the routes and got caught in the backfield.
See, on the rollout he had a blocker, but he got ran down from the backside.
A loss of 10 on the carry.
But if this guy's a sophomore quarterback, you know, I could see a bright future for Ross Rams.
Yeah. I mean, sophomore quarterback running this kind of offense is pretty impressive.
Ball is caught. Number 4.
Number 4, Jay Warren, tackled by number 30.
You know, Ross Rams, they don't have anything to be ashamed of. They come in and give a good workout, you know, good sparring partner, if you will, for the Warriors.
Yeah, excellent sparring partner. And the scoreboard does not show how close it really was. I mean, it wasn't until these last few moments that Winton Woods broke away. They hung with Winton Woods the entire game. Probably one of the best defenses Winton Woods has faced this entire year.
I agree. Because they hung together. They didn't let Winton Woods get outside on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Timeout, Ross.
Ross calling timeout here.
Timeout of the second half.
2:07 left to go in the contest.
So in all likelihood, it would be Winton Woods playing Kings next week.
Yes, in all likelihood, that should be the contest. Just have to see where the location is.
Do you recall where it was last year?
Well, when they played Kings last year, it was this round, and it was at Kings. So next week, the game when they play this next week, it'll have to be a neutral site game. You know, and so it's just a question of how far they're going to make people travel. Because there's a what? Princeton between Kings. I don't think Mason, to me, is a fair neutral site game because that's right around the street from Kings.
Yeah.
But they could let them both drive and have it at Hamilton. This ball over the middle. Incomplete. No, I'll give this guy credit. He's still firing away at it. Emory Severance, 5'8", 160 pounds, sophomore quarterback. Southpaw.
Yeah, you don't see too many left-handed quarterbacks. I mean, you got Tua for the Miami Dolphins.
Tua. You mean the guy that the Bengals cheap shot? Straight drop. Here they are in on him. He gets away from him. Gets away from this guy. Still on his feet. Down the sideline. Skips out of that tackle and he finally is taken down on the Warrior 9-yard line with 1:49 left to go in the game.
Might be a holding on the play. Not sure what the call is.
Oh, they're calling face mask on the Warriors. See on the replay here where you just can't see it wherever this face mask came from.
Yeah, what's that? When the flag was thrown, you had to think it was around the line of scrimmage area.
Ross down here at the Warrior 5-yard line. 1:49 left to go.
Yeah, that Emory Severance, he can really run the open field and just real shifty.
Emory. Touchdown for the Ross Rams. 1:33 left to go in the affair. Rams are able to light up the scoreboard once again.
Yeah, the Rams are not going home without fighting. Yeah, just seems like whenever play breaks down, you know, that the punt in the first half for the Rams and now that run just goes in their favor when you think they're dead to rights.
Yeah, and I just had a sense that I don't want to be right, but you know, the Warriors defense has to make sure they play the whole game. Next week, Kings they'll be playing Kings. Last week, they had answers for the Lancers. This week, they got remedies for the Rams. Next week, knockout for the Knights. So, with 1:33 left to go in the affair, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 34 and the Ross Rams 21.
Got to figure here, you think the Ross Rams will probably go for an onside kick. They have 33 left, down by 2. I think they only have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, they'll probably go for some kind of trickery. But I think it's good that the team fights till the bitter end.
Oh yeah, great test for Winton Woods. Last week they only had to basically play for 1 half. This week they forced them to play full 4 quarters. And you assume that'll probably be the rest of the way as the playoffs go on.
Yes. You know, the playoffs are going to really get into gear, in full swing. And that is recovered by the Warriors. Looks like number 29 for the Warriors fell on that kick.
Number 29.
That's
Rogers.
Donmiel Rogers, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore DB.
49-yard line.
You know, I want to take a moment to recognize the efforts of Coach Winfield Franklin and his family of fine student athletes. Under their guidance, Winton Wood's no birth certificate Bard Bowl teams won the ECC conference this year. We see Warriors about to take victory formation. Now these no birth certificate Bard Bowl teams from the Warriors can proudly boast of ballers in the NFL. And Coach Franklin is much beloved by those of us at Winton Woods. With Veterans Day just around the corner, I want to sincerely thank all who served and still love this land. And among those numbers are Jake Williams Sr. and Leslie Edwards. Leslie Edwards was just like a father to me for many years. Those of you in Forest Park, Springfield Township, I know, remember Leslie Edwards, the Tuskegee Airman. Clock running, 30 seconds left to go in the affair. Again, Ross comes in here, very respectable job, and hopefully the Ross Rams have a safe ride back out to to Ross. So here they go as they take the field. Expect the game by shaking hands at the 50-yard line. You got anything you want to add to this before we take off here, Chris?
Just a great game by Winton Woods. Really tested them. Ross really tested them, and good game. Good luck for Winton Woods next round.
That's it. Good luck to Winton Woods next round. So for now, this is Jake Williams along with my partner, Chris Meade, wishing you so long from the friendly confines of Frederick Stadium, Forest Park, Ohio.